Yo, what's going on, everybody? Well, here I am. Got a leaking relief valve. Look at that. Just about to hit 30 pounds of pressure on this little boiler. So, let's shut it off. And we're gonna start a repair on this thing. First things first, turn the water off. Problem is, it's a Saturday night. What's going on, my man? And because it's a Saturday night, I don't have a number 15 tank. But I was able to pick up a number 30 tank. So I gotta get rid of this thing. Because unfortunately, solid. So, first things first, we're gonna have to get rid of the water in this boiler. So let me throw a hose onto here. My company name. No name. I work in a no name van with no emblem on it. Okay, so that's off. Start draining this. Opening this up. Set you guys up over here while I rip off. Open our meat. Okay, we're draining now. I love this boiler. Everything's broken on it. Somebody rigged that up. The main drain is closed in here. So I have to get in there and open it up. Oop, dropped you guys, sorry. Let's get this open. This is gonna be the hardest part of the job. I already see that's gonna be a tough part of this job. If I take another handle, I wonder if I can get this on and get that to turn. Nope. They had to stick this in a crappy place, didn't they? All the way in here behind the gas stove and behind the pump. That's gonna make this very challenging. Get in here. I'm almost tempted just to drain the pressure down to 0. Alright, I think I'm going to abandon that route. Just drop my pressure to 0 and pop that tank off. That's all I could do here because that I don't think I'm going to be able to get off. Okay, let's get this. Up on there. Wet gloves, so much fun. And I might have to ditch the glove. I'm just going to drop the boiler pressure at this point to 0. Alright, so I got no pressure left, which is a good thing. So now, let me rip this thing out of my way. Going the wrong way. Always going the wrong way. Surprised this isn't piped to the floor. Bigger wrench. Not turn the whole boiler. I'm gonna have to come back here and repipe this thing to the floor. That out of the way. Get this tank out of the way. This thing's gonna be full of water, so it's gonna be heavy. Even though it's a number 15. Oh, wasn't that bad. Put this on the side for now. Broke the seal. So I'm going number 30. I got to make this bigger. I'm not going to be able to fit the other tank here. Should fit. I'm going to try to get this 90 off to reuse it. Doesn't mean I will. But if I can save myself a fitting. A little bigger. So aim you guys back up. I apologize, I can't really see the chat, so I'm working. I will check it out later. Number 30 is going to be a complete overkill. I'm hoping that I can clear. Yes, I can clear that. That's good. Make the spin, yeah. I'm going to be changing the regulator also. Perfect. I found the fitting. Hopefully, because it's live, hopefully the battery doesn't die on me. That's my only fear. Because that can happen here. The battery could die. Last time I tried to plug in, it ended up eating up the whole battery. I mean, it ended up muting it. Last time I tried this live. I should have done this without this here. It's going in the right direction to begin with. Should work. I put you guys so you guys aren't getting all sick, but you can still see what I'm doing. Might as well take this out. Just repipe it on the outside. So. See if this could hold it. Nah, not like that. I'm under too much pressure because I'm doing it live. Got an audience. I probably shouldn't have done this to myself, but whatever. Under pressure. Need this. Back there. New pressure reducing valve. Bring you guys back up. Under pressure. A small piece of pipe. Make this last connection. All right. Hope I'm not screwing up too much in front of this audience here. Because I suck at what I do. What can I say? I just enjoy it. So I usually wear the camera. Somebody complained, said I'm making everybody sick. I need a tripod, so I'm trying with a tripod. gonna change to 90, but then I changed my mind. So, just gonna throw a coupling on there. Hold a day. Just gonna remove it from the body. Okay. Can you guys see what I'm doing from this angle? Or is this better for the soldering? Can't tell, so I just gotta go forward and get this complete. Okay, gasket fell off. That's even better. Maybe I can put this together and solder real fast. Not melting in yet. My heat is all gone. There we go, perfect. Hacker style, I'm hacking it away. Way too much heat. I already know, but it's fine. I don't think I'm gonna have any leaks. Looks really good. What do you guys think? How many holes do I have? How many leaks am I gonna have? Lots? All right, I know it. I'll have one or two. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna have any. So let's get the relief back on. I think I lost the nipple when I took that off. Alright, so now I gotta get this back apart. I know. Guy needs to get some real friggin' pipe wrenches. Or just another nipple. Another nipple, popped right up. Boom. I'm gonna use a brass one. Just because I just want to get this done. And why not have brass in a brass? This can go right on top, right here. See Get my teeth screwed. No, they're good. I don't know why it wouldn't start for me. Interesting. I think I'm just under too much pressure. Do not rip that paper off. It's like that thing on the mattress. You go to jail if it comes off. Not sure why, but you will go to jail. Yeah, tighten the wrench just a little bit. Okay, perfect. One-handed. Yeah. Okay. That's done. Hopefully this cooled off. So I don't melt my hand. Let's see. Let's see if I leak. This might leak. Okay, well, here goes nothing. Water's on. Close this. I gotta fill it up. Oh yeah, like a sissy, I'm wearing gloves, man. Hey. But like a sissy, I'm actually doing this live. Not afraid to hide all my little flaws and mistakes. Needing to edit this out. So now I'm filling the boiler. I'm gonna have to come back, pipe this to the ground because I do not like that how it is. 2:29. It's probably, I don't even know what time it is right now in New Jersey. These are Harbor Freight specials. The 7 mils. Very tough. Okay, we got a full boiler now. Might have to adjust the PRV valve. But let's close this valve here. My fancy little butterfly, or my bleeder, or whatever I want to call it. Let's get the air out. Now we're getting the air out. Why I wear gloves? Well, let's see, I had pipe dope, I had acid flux all over my hands. I mean, I'm just trying to keep my friggin' pores from looking all screwed up. Taj Mahal. Dude, if I was in the Taj Mahal, I would be playing 2-5 no hold'em, having a good time right now, not working. I miss those days. Taj Mahal is closed down. So all that air coming out of this thing. Yeah. See the hose jumping. Air's coming out. But I mean, even though I wear gloves, you see me in some videos, my hands are black. I got dirt and mud all over them. Look, even though I got gloves on, they're ripped. Yeah. I love squeezing and raising pressure. Forcing those bubbles out of this little thing. Sorry, Curtis. Here comes a nice bubble. I think that's it. Hearing very little. I'm listening. Not really hearing much. Yeah, they always break. But to tell you the truth, these are some tough gloves right here. I mean, I wear those black ones I get from the supply house. My job supplies me all the time. But I mean, I like these. These are from Harbor Freight. Makita, I see in here. You said you got the 9 mils or whatever. Hey, those are going to be even better than these. But the problem with these are you can't wear them in the summer. You sweat way too much with these things on. All right. Sounds like I got solid water now coming through. And I apologize if I don't know where the camera was most of the time. Even when I'm working, I still don't know where it is half the time anyway. So when I'm editing, I'm like, why am I filming my knees all the time? Some of the products at Harbor Freight is pretty good. Some of them are crap. It's hit or miss. Okay, so for me, okay, let's drain that down now. I gotta drop my boiler pressure. Now I just gotta drop the boiler pressure a little bit. Problem is, whoever rigged this thing up doesn't work, 'cause you can't even open that. Yeah. So I'm gonna drop this pressure until the regulator. Am I hearing it kick in? Not yet. Okay. According to this gauge, I'm at now a little under 20. Almost at 15. There's the regulator kicking in. Okay. Now what I gotta do is hook my gauge up and see how this operates. If I have to let a little bit more water out, let a little bit more water out. But I know the gauge on this boiler is not accurate at all. Vice grips, yeah. I gotta fix a packing nut. It looks like it's leaking. I love water. Once I start playing with it, everything leaks. I don't know what it is about it. But here goes nothing. Let's kick this thing on. I'm gonna put my gauge on so I could actually see what's happening here. One hand, this is not easy. I usually wear this thing with the GoPro. Right now I'm actually holding the tripod. But I can't figure out with the GoPro how to go live. 17 pounds. To me, it seems a little high. Let's see, I gotta lower this just a little bit. I gotta loosen that nut. Problem here is my only drain I have a gauge connected to. Let's raise this up just a little bit. Okay. It's now raised up a little bit. So the pressure. Pressure lowered. All right. Now about a little under 15. Probably shouldn't have done that. Nobody has to convince anybody here. Okay. But where I dropped it, it's about 13 pounds of pressure now. So I just adjusted the regulator, dropped it down just a little bit to about 13 pounds of pressure. That's pretty good right there. Now we got to heat the boiler. And the one thing I don't like leaving that like that, but that thing has to get piped to the floor. But none of my solder joints are leaking, as sloppy as they are right now. None of my threaded fittings are leaking. I thought that was going to leak, so I didn't even crank too hard on that yet. I still got to snug that up a little. But we're heating up. The water is not even 100 degrees yet. That's a very slow heat. Probably, Curtis. I probably will end the video before you catch up. It's either I end it or my phone battery dies. One or the other. I'm not sure which one's going to come first, because I had never done this live stream and I'm going 30 minutes now. doing a repair, completely unedited. You can see all my flaws, all my screw ups, everything here. How much of a hacker I really am. I work on Well McLean's, not often, but I do work on Well McLean's. I mean, hey, look, this is a Bryant. How often do you see me working on old Bryants from like, I don't even know, this is probably like the 60s, 70s. Does it even say on the boiler? You're a manufacturer? I could be completely wrong on everything that I just said for the age. I can't decipher that serial number. Maybe 1980? I don't know. Can't figure it out. What do you dislike most about your job? Because I'm looking to get into HVAC in college. What I dislike about HVAC most, okay, are the days that I heard you fart. I didn't fart right now. I've done it many times in my videos, but not right now. But no, what I hate most about this trade is on days like where it's 2 degrees and minus 20-degree wind chill and I'm on a friggin' roof. Only time I hate the job. But you know what? Yeah, idiot customers too could suck. But dealing with extreme cold temps is tough. Like I had to troubleshoot, there was a Prodigy board video I did, and I believe it was like minus 12 or 13 with the wind chill that day. That was a tough one. I'm wearing now snowboarding goggles at work just to protect my eyes because I felt like my eyes were friggin' freezing. Dirty houses all the time. Dirty houses, I mean, you got hoarders you're gonna run into. You're gonna run into everything with this trade. You're gonna see everything. Anything you've seen on any kind of TV show, you're gonna run into it with this trade because you're in and out of houses and businesses all day long. But all in all, I love what I do for work. And this looks like it's working really well. We're heating up. We're about 14 pounds right now. The pressure, a little over 100. Summer temps get tough. They do. Because in the summertime sometimes it could be 100 in New Jersey. I know some places 120, 130. Not here. Attics, yes. In attics, it does get that hot. Paint his whole basement the day before we were to install a new furnace. That sucks. What I hate is when a customer paints their air vents on their steam boiler. And then they want to know why it doesn't work, but they painted shut their air vent, so the air can't come out. Or you got to bleed a hot water radiator, the little bleeders on them, and they paint them shut. What do you want me to do? I got to drain your system and replace it. I'm not going to try to scrape that paint out of there. Customers do the stupidest things half the time. But you know what? They're paying us, so they may do some stupid things, but they're going to pay for it in the end. I hate bugs in homes. Yeah, bugs. There's nothing you can do about bugs. Stink bugs are everywhere. All right. It's taking a while for this thing to heat, though, but I just put in probably like 45, 50-degree water. Now we're about like 110. About 16. I know this is inaccurate because this was, I think, around like 35 when it started leaking before. I could at least pipe it towards the floor. For now, until I get back. So I'm not blasting the wall. Professional job right there. Do you work on that C? What's a C? Do I work on that C? Water heater? What do we make out here? That's hard to say. Everybody makes different. Starting in New Jersey is about 20, and guys are making up to 60 bucks an hour. So between that range if you're working for somebody. So I mean, usually it's like 15 bucks when you get your truck, 20 bucks. Then when you end up on call, 25 bucks. Because that means you can actually handle on calls. Worst job. Oh my goodness. Worst job. Too many. Too many to friggin' Long Island. Yeah, I'm in New Jersey, Bergen County, so Long Island, Bergen County, very expensive places to live. So techs do make money here, but you're gonna spend a fortune just trying to live somewhere. Okay, so we're about 120 right now. Start 38 in Seattle. Start? No experience? Wow, I don't. That's tough to believe. What's a house? Go for out here. Oh, to find a house in Bergen County for under 500, you're gonna be pretty much rebuilding the whole thing. You're gonna gut it and start fresh. You're not gonna find a house in Bergen County for 500 that does not need to be completely redone. So that's starting, and then taxes are like 11 or 12 starting and up. So, I mean, I'm right outside New York City. Most of my clientele works in and out of the city. Hey, what's going on, Bob M? Yeah, so you can make 50 bucks an hour and still be poor here, so just live, work. All right, so on my gauge, I'm not at 15 yet, still fluttering. Almost 140 now. No, I'm not union. Are you union? Big Bad John? This? Well, this is a two-piece gauge. Home Depot, and it had a bigger gauge on it that was useless. And then Johnstone sells these gauges, so I just put it together because the one from Home Depot goes to 200, and the increments are too big for what I do. Here, I mean, this is perfect for boiler work. It goes to 60, even if you have a 50-pound relief valve, which on a lot of commercial buildings you will. You can tell where you are. You're not like seeing increments of 10. Well, that's good. Maybe I should move to Toronto. A lot of boiler work, right? Because I love boilers. People told me to move down south, but there's no boilers there. We do a little bit of chemistry, though. Not a lot. So you got to respect the chemists. They mix the chemicals to make our refrigerant. Even though they keep screwing with our refrigerant that we're using and changing it. I want our 22 back forever. This boiler's taking a little while to heat up. Nothing's leaking that I worked on. I really thought this would leak because I barely tightened it. I thought I was going to have to snug it up just a little bit. Clean this up. I hate the way sloppy pipe dope looks. It's a nice brass fitting right there. Nice. IBEW. Is that like what Verizon guys are? Keep fixing the boilers. I love fixing boilers. I prefer to be in a boiler room than on a rooftop because you could be on a rooftop and it's cold or hot or raining. In a boiler room, it's hot, but I mean, you could take your layers off and just work. We're slowly heating up. I got hot water returning. This is a small little one-zone system. But at least I got the hot water returning, so it's a two-family house here. Yeah, so, well, thanks for watching. I'm gonna start cleaning everything up and getting out of here. Oh, yeah. I always gotta take layers off in a boiler room because I'm dressing for outside. I'm dressing for that polar vortex. larger scale company or smaller company. See, a larger company will keep you busy all the time. A smaller company, you have to worry about not staying busy all the time. So if you can get it with a nice big company with a good reputation and not a company with a high turnover, because some big companies have a high turnover, watch out for that. If you can get in with a big company that does not have a high turnover, definitely try to get in there because they will keep you busy all the time. I work for a very large company and they keep me busy all the time. So that's one thing to try to get in with. I mean, if you're with a small company, it's great, but sometimes some small companies, they get very slow at times. I'm not going to say, oh, some small companies will be super busy all the time. It depends. You have to find the right fit for you. I can't tell you have to find a big company or a small company, but usually a larger company can keep you working all the time. Some smaller companies could do the same, but you'd never want to start a job with a company with high turnover. That means they push you, push you, push you, and guys want to get out and get to another spot. Well, I'm out. Later.